What's up everybody, I am Jesse, or Game Over Jesse as you may know me, and today I want to talk about the Nintendo NX. What is it? What's it going to be? How much is it going to cost? How many kids am I going to have to tackle and rip out of their hands when I visit GameStop and they're sold out? I don't know. But what I do know is what the NX should be. And what it should be is what the Wii U should have been. Now, what the Wii U should have been is something more like this. Now, when I say that, I don't mean it should work with PlayStation, although that would be cool. But what it should be is, with the Wii U, you can play all the games you want, as long as you're in the living room, close to your Wii U. However, with the Vita and the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3, I believe, but with the Vita and the PlayStation 4, you can play any game that you want to that runs on your PlayStation 4 on your PlayStation via remote play. And it streams just like the Wii U to your Vita. But the cool thing is, if I leave the house, if I want to go to a friend's house, if I have an appointment, if I have a long trip to work on a bus or something, I can take the Vita with me. And guess what? It plays games all by itself. There's games on here that the Vita can play just like the 3DS, just like the PSP, without being connected to the PlayStation 4. But if I go one of those places, if I'm on my way to work and I have Wi-Fi, I can still play my PlayStation 4 games through the internet, streaming to my PlayStation Vita. So with this little thing, I have connection to my PlayStation 4, and if I don't have internet, I can still play all the normal games that a Vita is supposed to play. But the Wii U doesn't do that. Wii U just plays Wii U games in front of the thing. So what the NX is going to be, it's going to be both of them combined. They're going to take a Vita, and they're going to take an NX, and they're going to put them together. Don't know how, but science. But seriously, it's going to be something like a mix between the two, where they take the Wii U, and it's going to be a handheld and a home console. They're going to give you the capability to, if you're at your house, you can play your NX games, your new Super Mario World, your new Wind Waker HD, whatever you want to play. You can play it at your house. But if you go to a friend's house and you don't have access to the home console type games, you can still play games on this. They're not going to be your home console games. They're going to be the games that are going to be normally released for the mobile games. So you're still going to be able to play your Pokemon X's, your Pokemon Y's, your Pokemon Sun and Moons, whatever. But you're also going to be able to play the smaller Zelda games, A Link Between Worlds, Majora's Mask 3D, whatever the mobile games are that releases, you're still going to be able to play them. But if you have internet on that same device you're playing those mobile games on, you're still going to be able to play your big home console games, which is going to be awesome, and it's what the Wii U should have been. Now, how powerful is it going to be? It's been, by the time the NX comes out, it'll be 2-3 years since the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One came out. And it would be incredibly stupid, idiotic for Nintendo to release a console after the new consoles have come out years after that is weaker in comparison. Why? Because it's been 2 or 3 years. The hardware that they used in the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, that same hardware, if they went and used it, it's a lot cheaper to make now. So they can make one the same price, but not the same price, but the same hardware specs, a lot cheaper. So manufacturing cost would be a lot lower. But if they wanted to make something more powerful, they could spend the same budget used to make the PlayStation 4 and make something not twice as powerful, but like 1 to 1.5. Maybe like the gap between the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 with the Wii U. How it was like a little bit more powerful, it could run some games better, it had like more RAM and stuff. That's what the NX is going to be. But is it going to be that? No. It could be for the same price as the PlayStation 4. But what I think it's going to be somewhere in the middle. It's not going to be as powerful as the PlayStation 4, but it's still going to be more powerful than the Xbox One. It's going to have those capabilities to where you can take the gamepad, the mobile part, with you. You can play all the normal games that you want to play. How powerful is that going to be? I imagine a little bit more powerful than this. Take what you can do with the PlayStation Vita or a current iPhone or something, the games that you can still play. Because you can play HD games on an iPhone. I believe you'll still be able to do that on the gamepad if you're on the go. You can play whatever the new Pokemon game, Sun and Moon. You'll be able to play it, whatever. You'll be able to play those games on the gamepad. You'll be able to take it with you, but if you have internet connection, you'll be able to play those awesome games. Another thing for the people listening on this rant. Nintendo said that the NX was going to be a third platform. It wasn't going to be a successor to the Wii U. It's not going to be a successor to the 3DS. It's going to be its own thing. Now, they said this exact same thing about the Nintendo DS. It's not a successor. It's not going to be replacing the Game Boy Advance. It's a brand new tier. It's a brand new tier. It's going to be its own thing. Well, what happened? As soon as the DS came out, nobody wanted the Game Boy Advance. The biggest reason, you can play Game Boy Advance games in the DS. If that doesn't make it a successor to where the new handheld console is compatible with the old handheld console games, then I don't know what a successor is going to be. It's just marketing speech. So obviously this is going to be the next whatever's after Wii U. And they're like, oh, well, they said they're not going to stop supporting it. I was like, well, that would be stupid to start supporting it. The 3DS came out, which was an obvious successor to the DS, and Nintendo still released Pokemon Black and White 2 on the DS instead of the 3DS, even though the 3DS had already been out for a year or two. That didn't make sense to me, but I didn't complain. So, with them still supporting it, PlayStation 2 games, 2 console generations old, still got new games made for it until like 3 or 4 years ago. PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, even the Wii still has games being made for it. PlayStation 4, Wii U, and Xbox 360 have been out for years now. But the old console's still getting games, so just because a new console comes along to replace an older one, doesn't mean they're going to stop releasing games for that fan base. So let me know your thoughts on this video. Do you have the same thoughts about the NX? Do you think it's going to be something different? Let me know. Click here for more rants about what Nintendo did wrong with naming. Click here for some Zelda theories and whatnot. And click up here for a little surprise. Thank you for watching.